Hello everyone. In this video we are going to check out one problem of ellipse using the parallelogram method. That is the part of the oblong method. The problem statement is construct the ellipse if the conjugate axes are 120 mm and 90 mm with an inclined angle of 75 degree. Draw the major axis and the minor axis of the ellipse. Also, draw the tangent and the normal to the ellipse at the given point. Now, as you can see, this is the problem of parallelogram. So, first of all, we will draw the parallelogram that is having the width of 120 mm, height of 90 mm, and the inclination angle of 75 degree. So, let us start with the problem. So, over here, very first task for us is to draw the horizontal line of 120 mm. So this is my 120 mm horizontal line. Then I will take one line of 90 mm at 75 degree. So for that I will use protractor. I will take an inclination of 75 degree. So this is my line of 90 mm at the inclination of 75 degree. Now what I will do? I will draw the same line at the second end. And I will complete my parallelogram by drawing one last horizontal line. So this is my parallelogram. Now what I need to do over here is to draw the conjugate axis. So conjugate axis will be available at the mid section of this parallelogram. So as this is 120 mm, my midpoint will be at 60 mm. So I will take 60 mm over here, 60 mm over here. So this is my conjugate minor axis. And I will do the same for the major axis, conjugate major axis. So this is my 90 mm, so it will be 45 mm midpoint. 45 mm midpoint. Now as you can observe over here, this is now looking like a problem of the rectangle method that we solved in the previous video. So we will do the same thing in this section also. What we are having total 4 parallelograms instead of the rectangles. Okay, so the process is going to be almost same. Let me just give this a name, major axis of AB, a conjugate major axis, and this is our CD. What is the basic process? We will divide this line into number of equal parts. The same number of equal parts will be done over here. So if I am dividing this line into 6 equal parts, this will be also having 6 equal parts. Okay, same thing will be done for the second, third and the fourth one. If you want to see the complete process, just check out the rectangle method problem for the ellipse. So I will complete this whole section and will be back to you. Now, once we receive all the point using the method that we used in the rectangle method, what we will do? We will connect all the points. So for that I will use the HB grade pencil once again, and I will join all the points with a very smooth curve. Now this is our complete ellipse using a parallelogram method, but still we have not received a major axis and the minor axis of this ellipse, because both these axes that are available are basically the conjugate axis. Okay, so we will understand how to obtain the actual major axis and the minor axis on this specific ellipse. So for that I will take a compass. Now on this compass, I will take the half conjugate minor axis distance. So from the center, I will take the distance up to point C or point D. Now I will keep O as a center and I will mark one intersection at the second end of the ellipse somewhere over here. Okay, so basically I have taken the distance from O to C, and now I will mark the distance on the opposite side of point C somewhere over here. So let me say this particular point is my point D1. Now the next step is to connect that point C and point D1. So once we are done with this process, we will draw one line that is parallel to line CD1 from center O. So for that what I will do, I will take the reference of this one like this. So I have taken the reference of CD1 line. Now I will draw the line that is parallel to CD1 line from center O like this. So the line that I am drawing over here is actually the minor axis of the ellipse. So this is my minor axis of the ellipse. Now as we know, major axis is actually perpendicular to the minor axis that will also pass from the center O. So what we will do, we will draw one line that is perpendicular to this minor axis. So I will take the reference of this axis, the minor axis, and what I will do, I will draw one perpendicular line that passes from the center O. So the line that I am drawing right now is the actual major axis of this ellipse. Now you can see that I have received my major axis as well as the minor axis. Now the process of identifying the tangent and normal is going to be same. First of all, we need to identify the focus. To identify the focus, we know that what we need to do, we need to take the half of the major axis distance. So this is my distance, half of the major axis. Once I take this distance, what I will do, I will go any end point of the minor axis, and I will mark the intersections on the major axis. So these are my intersections, and these intersections are nothing but my focus is focus number 1 and focus number 2. Once I am done, what I will do, I will take a random point on the ellipse. Let me say I want to draw a tangent and normal from here. So let me say this point is my M point, from where I am going to draw the tangent and normal. The next step is very simple. Connect this point M to focus 1 and focus 2. So this is my M point. Connect it with focus 2 and focus 1. By this process you will receive one angle for F1 M F2. So this is the angle which we are going to bisect. So to bisect the angle, the process is going to be remain same. I will take the compass, I will take the random distance, I will take M as a center, I will mark intersection on both the lines of this angle. Once again, what I will do, I am having 2 points. For both the points, what I will do, I will make an arc. From the second end, I will try to intersect that arc. So this is the intersection I have received, and I will join that intersection with point M and extend the line. So if I try to do this thing, the line that I have received is known as the normal of ellipse. And if I draw a line perpendicular to normal that is passing through point M, it will give me the tangent of ellipse. So what I will do, I will just take the reference of the normal and I will try to draw a line that is perpendicular to the normal. So the line that I am drawing right now shows the tangent of the ellipse. So I can write down this one as a tangent. And lastly, let us identify the size of our major axis and the minor axis. Let me say the major axis is EF and minor axis is GH. So in this case, the major axis that I have received is having the size of 126 mm approximately. This may vary according to your drawing, because this is a graphical method. There are chances you will get the dimensions of 125 or 124 mm also, or you may get the dimensions of 127 also. So over here I am receiving the dimension of 126 mm. So I will write down the major axis that is EF over here is equal to 126 mm, and the minor axis that I am receiving over here is around 84 mm. I will write down minor axis is equal to GH, that is equal to 84 mm. So this is the complete solution of this problem. Keep learning. Have a good day.